Alright, buckle the hell up, Nitro fanatics, because this one's a goddamn masterpiece crafted just for you. This shout-out's blazing hot and flaming fast for none other than the absolute legend, Haggard RC himself. I swear this guy worships the slow motion, turbocharged beast that is the Nitro MT, like it's some kind of sacred relic from another dimension. And let me tell you, nobody appreciates the sheer, mind-melting brilliance of my voice's silky smooth, velvety awesomeness more than him. So, this badass dedication goes straight to you, my brother in speed and style. Feast your eyeballs on the one, the only, the ridiculously epic Thunder Tiger MTA4, unleashed and unleashed by the godlike Joey Nitro. Now sit your ass down, open your damn mind, and prepare to be utterly blown away, because this is gonna be one hell of a ride. Marvel, my brothers, marvel like your life depends on it.
Okay guys, so this is a little clip of what I got up to yesterday when I was wrenching on this.
Okay guys, so what I want to do here is I want to change this header here for this one here, which is a team associated part. This will allow me to run the pipe down this side and vent it through there. The only problem is that this SH engine, where the where the pipe goes onto the engine, this gasket here is too thick for this, so I've put a different one on, but this one was slightly damaged, so I've had to cut it the edge off inside and then put an O-ring in there to make up the distance, and I'm hoping that's going to work. So I need to do that. I also want to change this shock here. Obviously you can see that that little fake bit there is broken off, but I have new ones here, so I will change that up. And this fuel tank is leaking a little bit from here, and I'm going to pull this whole thing out here and add an O-ring there. Hopefully that will stop that, and that's why it's been running a little bit lean, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay guys, so I've changed the O-ring on there. Hopefully that will be a better seal. I bought this kit here off of Amazon the other day. It was very cheap, but it's got some really tiny O-rings in there, some in bags. It's a very good kit, I think. Very pleased with it, because it's very difficult to get very small O-rings sometimes. So anyway, that's the first job done. Now some of those things didn't work out too well. I did change a broken shock here that was on the front. I also had changed a shock which I blew out last time I was in this skate park here. I just bought 4 new shocks. They were available on eBay, so I got those. So they got changed. I also tried to fit a side manifold on here, because you can have the pipe coming through here on the MGT and the Thunder Tiger. That's what that gap there is for. You can actually have 2 fuel tanks if you want, or you can have the pipe. And I got the manifold, managed to find it. It's quite rare, but I found it. But unfortunately I didn't have the correct hanger, and I just didn't have time to make a new hanger. But I will be doing that and putting a different pipe on than this. In a minute I'm going to give this truck some fresh lines. It's a really good thing you can do, especially if you buy these second hand. You cannot see the insides of these lines, so if they're tacky or anything like that, you wouldn't necessarily know. And considering that you're getting all your air through these and all your fuel, it's never a bad thing to have fresh clean lines. So a problem that I had with this tank, I'm going to take you up here. This tank here, this little bit here, which is actually the fuel pickup, there was a black grommet here, and I noticed that it had a split in it. It was leaking. I saw the leaking before. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos. And when I looked at it, I thought that I might be able to just, because you can pull this straight out. I'm going to try and draw a diagram of this so you can see better what this is, and I'll put the diagram up now. But anyway, this is like a sort of a cheese wedge shape, and it pushes into a black grommet that was round there, and that makes the seal. Now I was hoping that I could slide an O-ring up onto this plastic piece and that would make it seal, but when I pulled it out I noticed that there was a split nearly all the way down the side of the grommet, which I would never have been able to seal. So you know, that was pretty much it. I thought, well, that's going to be it now. I'm not going to be able to do anything with this until I either get a new tank or find something permanent fix. But I spoke to my good friend JP, and he gave me a few things that I could do. One of them, I think he said, was an electrical something grommet. I'll put that up here as well. And I looked at it and it definitely would have worked, but you know, I would have had to wait for that, and I wanted to get out today. So what I did was sat there thinking all night, and I looked at my little girl and she was sucking one of these they're silicone chews for babies and when they're teething. I've taken the piece out, but these ridges here on the other end of this, these ridges were closer together, and that was a perfect size for here. So I managed to make a completely brilliant seal with this, push this in. It's very tight, I guarantee that's not leaking. It's a very high grade silicone, because obviously children chewing on it's got to be good grade silicone. It might perish after a time, it's not going to perish straight away, and I'm going to get a new tank anyway. But I was very, very happy with this fix, and that's what I mean by guerrilla engineering, because you know, you can do this sort of thing, and you know, you should do it. There's the country that the cigars come from, Cuba. They have all vintage stuff, cars, and they're not getting all the great parts for it, but they just learn how to fix things using other stuff, and that's what you need to do with Nitro. I had the same problem before on one of my videos with the MGT, where the return goes in here. This was not a good seal. It didn't have this blue grommet here, it was just the pipe going in there, and I got a pressure nipple for that, and then eventually ended up inverting the pressure nipple, but it's all on a video of my other MGT, so have a look at that. So anyway, that's what I've been up to with this truck. We're going to run it shortly. One other thing, I sent my friend JP a parcel this week, and I went into the post office. It was a big box. It weighed 6.8 kilos, and I went into the post office and they weighed it, and they said it's going to be 80 something pounds to send it to Canada, but unfortunately you're not allowed to send it from here because we can only take parcels up to 2 kilos. So I wanted to get this done early in the morning because I just wanted to get it out to JP. So I went outside and I got online and went to the post office online. I arranged all the shipping for it, paid for it. I could take it to the place and they would print out a ticket, a label for it, so I didn't have to do any of that, and it cost half price, £42. And then when I looked to where I need to take it, they sent me back to exactly the same post office, and because I paid for it, I had the QR code, they were forced to take it. So it just goes to show you, in the post office it's £80 and online it's 40. So there you go, guys. That's what I would do if I was you. If you want to ship things, try and do it online. It's still with the post office. You don't have to have a printer because they'll print it in the shop for you. Job done. So anyway, guys, gonna get this started up, give it a little rip round. I'm gonna take it in here, probably on here. I know people are a bit funny about using vintage stuff in the skate park, but however, over here we have some bumps and some hills. You've seen my stuff jumping over it before, and more stuff gets broken on this sort of stuff than it does in the skate park, and the reason for that is these bumps, they're not true. When you're approaching them, if you hit a divot or you hit a divot on the way up, or you land in a little divot, you do not know how the truck is going to react because they're not true everywhere. Whereas with this skate park here, you know, it's absolutely uniform all the way around, so you know how the truck is going to behave when it's up in the air. Really all you got to do is control it going up and down, bit of brake, bit of acceleration, and basically every time you're going to get the same replicated jump, unless you're going on it very ski whiff. So actually I find that jumping in skate bowls, it's just a lot easier, and I've never damaged anything jumping on one of these things, but I have done loads jumping on dirt mounds. Okay guys, we're going to stick some 25% nitro in here, and hopefully if the fix works, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, you will see a remarkable difference in this truck. Now I know that the plug that came with it has been for a breakthrough, a break in, excuse me, and that will have diminished it in some ways, but I'm sure you're going to agree this OS8 plug is a good little upgrade. I put the new line on, by the way, and the other one was quite felt a little bit brittle compared to this one, so it was probably time. Okay, on. I've already checked the electrics. Okay. Well, fingers crossed, guys. A bit lean. Whoa. So guys, you know what I've just noticed, and this may well be why the tune's a bit off. I tried to change this yesterday and I've left the zip tie off for this part here, so obviously that's leaking. Luckily I've got a bit of a zip tie here. It's a little bit broken, but it will go round, so I'm going to put that on and see if it makes a difference. Rolling. But it's much better on the idle. Once the single stage idle. Definitely got single stage idle now, so I'm happy with that. Really need to sort that 2-speed out, but I haven't got my glasses with me. Oh, it's going like a beast now, it's like a champ. Oh. And look at that idle now. Beautiful. Single stage idle. I thought they were saying, oh, my tuning for a little while. Me, Del Nitro. So if I take it slow, you can hear it change. Don't know if you heard it there. There. But it's far too early when you put in power in. Okay, let's get the body on and get some more shots.
Feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, 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 feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
It does, yes. Pretty good truck this. I love these MGTs or MTA4s. Okay, let's go and have a debrief. Okay guys, so that is that. We're calling it a day. This is in one piece. I'm super happy with the stuff that I'd done to it, that little fix. I just can't believe how good that actually was. And once I put the zip tie back on the exhaust gasket, this thing was great. It idled fine, single stage idle. The engine's still breaking in, it's still trying to get up to big power at the top end, but you know, that's just normal when we break these engines in. They just get better and better, and then one day you think bang, it's bang on. So yeah, so that'll be it for a little while for this thing, I think, because I've got a big Savage build coming up. I am waiting for a pipe to come to me, and once I've got that, it's going to be good to go. We're talking OS, we're talking ERCM pipe. We're going to be going all out on this build. Like, I love building stuff and upgrading stuff. There's two types of upgrades in my opinion. There's an upgrade where you're upgrading the performance of the truck you've got, and there's the upgrades that people do where they make it into a shell queen, put loads of aluminium on, and basically, you know, it's no good to run it. But me, the most I can get out of it in my budget is all good to me. Anyway guys, as I said, thanks very much for joining us, me and Haggard on the live. We'll probably be doing many more hopefully in the future, and I really appreciate all of you guys who watched and watched afterwards and commented. It was a lot of fun. Haggard's a good guy, he's got a good sense of humour. Anyway guys, as always, those who know, Nitro, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to watch another one of my videos, you can press one here, and my logo at the top will make you subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.